right, right now you might be stuck in creator confusion land thinking about pivoting your YouTube channel, your YouTube niche, and really probably overall your whole entire brand. In today's video, I'm going to talk about how to do that the right way, coming from my own personal experience of having to do it, what worked, what failed, and where you absolutely need to keep your laser focus if you are going to decide to pivot your niche on YouTube. If this video found you at the right moment where you're thinking about pivoting, go ahead and type in pivot in the comments and let's get into it. All right, so to start, you are looking at someone who has pivoted multiple times in the past 7 years, I think. That's how long I've been a full-time entrepreneur. And what I want to say is in the very early beginnings of my career as an entrepreneur, I started off, believe it or not, in e-commerce. Like I was totally into Shopify and I even created YouTube videos around this niche. That quickly fell off and I was just like, no, I never want to do Shopify again. I sold my store after a year, but the point I want to circle back to is I created e-commerce videos around Shopify, around finding, branding an online store and product research and all these things. So once those videos were over, what I said to myself was I don't want my channel to attract this type of audience who's interested in e-commerce. So what I did, and the first thing that you can do if you're considering pivoting on your YouTube channel is you can unlist the videos. And I strongly suggest unlisting all the videos in which you do not want to attract that type of audience no longer. So it's really simple. Just like think about, go to your back catalog of your YouTube and go to your oldest videos and just unlist them or make them private if you really don't want them to be shown at all. And the reason for this is because now the algorithm has no way at all to promote and show these videos. And it's going to focus on, okay, what is now the back catalog that's here on the channel and focus on that. So this is a really great strategy that worked. It worked for me back then. Like I enlisted all my e-commerce videos and it was a breath of fresh air because then I was no longer attracting that audience. I had nothing more to offer and I was gonna not talk about Shopify stores anymore. And so unlisting videos is kind of on the tactical side and pretty easy to do. But one major thing that like you really have to do when you're going through a pivot is really know where you're pivoting to. What I mean by this is you can be called into a direction of like, okay, I'm pretty sure I'm going to transform my business into now focusing and targeting this client or this ideal avatar or whatever. But you really want to paint the picture in what that new direction is. What I do specifically with all of my clients is we always redefine what the purpose is of their channel and their content pillars. Like we really break it down. We write an extensive bio. We dig into who this person is, where this person is evolving to, and we define how that look. For example, one of our clients, his name is Dr. Akani. He has a channel in which he talked about weight loss for women. That was the umbrella of his niche, and where he helped women drop 2 to 3 dress sizes. And the idea was he was getting pretty burnt out in this specific audience because it was very general, right? And he has actually a total following across social medias of over 1 million followers. And so aiming at that more general person and body type work. But now he's at a point where he has pivoted. And one thing we did, it's like, okay, well, what now? Who are you ideally trying to target now? And he really wants to go after those women who are high achievers, go-getters, corporate women who have higher earning incomes, right? Those women who are going to take their health seriously, and more importantly, being able to invest in their health, invest in a proven plan and program that he offers so that they can get the true value from what he has to offer, achieve their fitness goals. He can talk to an avatar now that's more ideal for his business and that'll bring them more revenue. And so what had to happen with this niche pivot is like, okay, what are these women now interested in? They're not going to be interested in videos about, oh, how to lose weight easy standing. That speaks to like total beginner, someone who's not really gonna do the work and get really involved in what they want to do. So he's choosing now to talk more about advanced topics like hormone health, gut health, prebiotics, probiotics. It's really getting deeper into the science of things where somebody here is more at where this client avatar, this busy career-driven woman, is more attracted to these topics because she has probably already done the basic weight loss things already. She's probably already tried different diets. It hasn't worked. And so she's looking to level up her game with more advanced topics. And so technically it's a niche pivot, but it's not completely different where he's now talking about mental health, right? He's still talking about fitness, wellness, still giving out different meal plan ideas, how to, have meal plan on a budget, how to incorporate HIIT workouts in your busy lifestyle, those types of things. And where he's really shined is he's gone all in on the new direction. And that's exactly what you have to do when you pivot on YouTube, is you have to go all in the new direction and completely change the messaging across everything you do. Your website, all of your socials, of course, YouTube and your new YouTube titles, but you really have to step into the identity of this new niche that you are now talking about. And that's the other thing with a niche pivot. At first, things are going to be slow. It's inevitable that you're going to lose some subscribers. It's inevitable that your AdSense revenue is probably going to take a dip. This is normal, okay? And to be honest, it could take some time to see momentum in the new direction. It's really like, it's hard to say, but I've seen niche pivots happen and there's absolutely no change. Like the channel just continues and thrives and it's all good. But a majority of us who try to niche pivot, it takes time to get over that initial view decrease and AdSense decrease. And you just have to look at it on the long run, whether it takes 2 months or whether it takes a little less than 2 years. Like you just have to keep going hard, because the more you think about output, how fast can I make my next 50 videos in this new direction? That's what's more important. The other thing that's exciting is that now that you're pivoting, you're going to be more fired up to actually create content on what you really want to talk about. Because before, I can guarantee you're probably burnt out with the type of audience you're talking to. So this is probably causing creator block and burnout because you are filming and creating content from an inauthentic place. And that is where the dip is going to occur. That is where your audience is going to fall off, because a lot of people say, oh, it's the YouTube algorithm, it's the YouTube algorithm. Really what it boils down to is like, hey, the algorithm equals audience. That's all it is. It's your audience that's reacting to your videos. As much as we try to justify that, no, it's not the audience, it's the algorithm, they're, shadow banning me and all this other stuff. It truly is the audience. And so another thing you can do to prevent a big dip is you can start going live on your channel after you've posted the content in the new direction. Okay, you can go live as little as once a month. You can do it as much as once a week, but when you go live, that activates and gives notifications to all the subscribers you have. And that's a cool way for you to build personal brand, for people to interact with you, and for people to tell you what their new problems are, what content they want to see next. And it's going to fire you up because you're going to see that the people that are sticking around and the new audience you're attracting is actually loving the new direction that you're going. And by the way, if you're interested in how you can double your productivity, your content creation, your revenue in less time by leveraging our new fresh approach of systems, automation, and internal YouTube teams, definitely check out my subscribers to sales blueprint. I'll leave it here in the first link in the description. It's free. You'll join my email list and you'll get your hands on the blueprint. It's an amazing 17-page guide. It talks about so many things that are essential to your YouTube business, including how to streamline your workflow, how to work faster, how to outsource a team, all the things that allowed me to take a profitable maternity leave where we profited over 30% each month, all while my systems and team in the background took over everything while I was gone. And another thing I wanted to say is just be fearless about this. Just go and go hard when you do pivot this niche, right? Get someone to revamp your branding, okay? When you revamp your branding, it really helps you shift your identity. When you have something fresh, when you get new headshots, when you take new thumbnail photos, this is going to also help you just feel good. Like when you wear one of your favorite outfits, when you go buy, you upgrade your shoes, when you upgrade your makeup kit, like me, and when I buy a new piece of makeup, I'm like fired up to use it. Revamp your branding. This is something we help our clients with in our programs, and you can learn more in the description. just go to where it says serious applicants only. And the other thing is, do not be afraid to start a new YouTube channel. Historically, I've generated over 220,000 subscribers on YouTube. And this channel that you're watching right now is a brand new channel because I wanted to pivot my niche and I wasn't getting the results I wanted on my old channels. And I was like, you know what? I tried for 2 years to get it to work. And I realized that sometimes a niche pivot just might not work. I mean, it's inexplainable, but I was like, you know what? That's fine. My identity is not attached to one YouTube channel. I love content creation. I love YouTube. So this is why I created this new channel so I could really focus in on who I want to speak to, and it can develop a fresh new audience that actually appreciates it and that's going to grow and evolve with me. And so don't be afraid to start a new channel from scratch. It's easier now more than ever to begin a new YouTube channel with the right strategy the first time. All right, if you loved this video, I definitely encourage you to check out my video coming up next, all about why your YouTube podcast may not be growing at the speed it wants to, how to troubleshoot it and how to fix it right away. So that video is right here, and I'll see you on that video.